Ever feel like English grammar is designed to tie you up in knots? Well, let's untangle one of the most useful bits, the if clause. Today we're going to nail the first conditional, and trust me, it's way easier than you think. Let's dive right in.
So, let me ask you a simple question. If it rains tomorrow, what will you do? Maybe you'll stay home, watch a movie. Whatever your answer is, you've just used the exact logic we're about to break down. See? You already get how this works.
So what is that logic? Well, it's all about possible conditions. We use if clause type 1 to talk about real, actual possibilities, things that could genuinely happen, either right now or sometime in the future.
At its heart, it's really just a simple statement of cause and effect. It links a possible condition with its probable result. Just think of it like this. If this happens, then that will probably happen. Simple.
And you know the best part? There's a super simple formula for this. Seriously, once you see it, you'll be building these sentences perfectly every single time. No sweat.
Okay, so the formula has two halves. First up, you've got the if clause, which is your condition. That's just if plus a verb in the present simple tense, like if you study hard. Then the second part is the main clause. That's the result. For that part, you use will plus a verb, like you will pass the exam. That's the whole thing.
Let's see that formula out in the wild. The condition is if she is late, see that present simple verb is, and the probable result follows right after. We will leave without her. It's a clear, logical connection. Okay, now that you've got the formula down, let's go over a couple of key tips. These are going to make sure you use it correctly every single time.
All right, now this is the big one. This is the #1 mistake people make, so listen close. Even though you're talking about something in the future, you never use will in the if clause. It's always if it rains, never ever if it will rain. The will in the second part of the sentence is already doing all the work for the future tense.
Here's another cool tip. You can completely flip the order of the clauses. You can start with the if condition, or you can start with the result. The meaning stays exactly the same. The only tiny difference is the punctuation. See that comma after tired in the first example? You only need that little guy when you start the sentence with if.
Now, what if the result isn't 100% certain? What if it's just a possibility, or you want to give some advice? Well, this is where we can really power up our sentences by swapping out will for other modal verbs.
So instead of just using will, you can use words like can to show ability, may or might for things that are possible but maybe less certain, and should for giving advice. This is going to add so much more nuance and make you sound a lot more natural.
For example, in this sentence, can is used to give permission or talk about an ability. If the condition is met, you finish early, then the result is that you have the ability to go home.
Now here, might shows that winning is a real possibility, but it's not a guarantee. Studying hard makes it possible, but it isn't a sure thing. See that difference from will? It's a subtle change, but a really powerful one.
And with this one, should turns the result into a piece of advice. The condition is that you're hungry. So the recommended result, the advice, is that you eat something. This is incredibly useful for making everyday suggestions.
All right, you've seen the formula, the common mistakes, and the power-ups. So, you ready to put it into practice? Let's test what you've learned with a quick challenge.
Okay, take a look at this one. If we something, now we something there by 7 p.m. How would you fill in those blanks using the verbs leave and get? I'll give you a second to think.
That's it. The if clause uses the present simple, leave, and the main clause gets the future, will get. Exactly right. Let's try one more.
Here we go. If you something, that button, the machine, something, your verbs are press and stop. What do you think?
Perfect. Present simple for the condition. If you press, and the future for the result, the machine will stop. See? You've totally nailed this pattern.
So to wrap it all up, here is your 3-step cheat sheet. 1. The condition is always if plus the present simple. 2. The result is will plus the verb. And 3. The golden rule. Absolutely, positively never, ever use will in the if clause itself. We've broken down the rule, but grammar is really just a tool. The real question is, what are you going to do with it? So, now that you know how to talk about future possibilities, what will you achieve if you practice your English today? Thanks for joining me for this breakdown.